Hello, everyone. This is Jay, your DM and host of World of Nair. Welcome to episode 65. This week, we're joined by the same people who joined us last week, and they are...
Amy, playing Bijou, the High Elf Glamour Bard.
Hi, my name's Andrew. I'm playing Reeve Viteyevich Kolosevsky, the Paladin Hill Dwarf.
Harry, the Fearbog Druid, played by Ian Phillip.
And I'm Erin. I play Tatsuo, the Human Samurai.
All right, so last week, last 2 weeks ago, we left off. You guys were in Harry's cabin, kind of recovering from the series of battles. Reeve tried to not very stealthily figure out if there was any moles in the group. He made Bellbricks cry, and you guys don't know where Quilly is. What are you gonna do?
Try and find Quilly?
Yeah, so Harry, have you brought Perrin back to us?
I would think so, yeah.
Okay. Harry, do you have a word?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Do you have time for a word is what I meant to say.
No, I got it.
I am very tired of babysitting
Oh.
adults. And I don't know where Quilly is now. And I'm ready to just walk into the woods and never come back. So what are we going to do about the fact that we're missing Quilly?
Well, we're going to have to walk into the woods and find Quilly. So, it's like, yeah. Let's...
I'm worried about taking the whole group because they can't all be stealthy, but I'm not leaving anyone behind because they keep going missing, so...
Look, I'm not going to lock a bunch of people in my small cabin, okay? That's risky business.
I would never suggest that. I'm just saying, I'm not up for people wrangling or making decisions at this point. Just letting you know there's a situation.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and find Quilly because I kind of don't think we should be letting people wander off. So I get that.
Tatsuo's back in the cabin.
I didn't know you left, but I'm gonna roll for a nature check if you'd like. Jay,
For what?
I'm gonna try and find Quilly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not too bad. 16.
Yeah, you don't find any sort of tracks or anything.
Okay.
Tatsuo taps her button and says, Quilly, where are you?
You don't hear anything in response.
Sneaking. Or dead.
Or a traitor.
Yeah, that's why I said sneaking or dead.
Oh, okay. Maybe she's taking a nap.
Reeve, roll a perception check.
Okay, I have... What is this for? I'm so sorry.
We're looking for Quilly.
Okay. Ooh, yay. 21?
All right. You are kind of sitting around with your dwarven buddies, just kind of telling grand old stories of the good old days of wars and battles. And you notice when Tatsuo talks into her button, you hear it. You kind of see everyone kind of like make a little twitch like they're hearing something. And then you see Jiran turn to Admis and kind of tell him exactly what was just said through the button.
But everyone would hear it.
What was said?
I said, Quilly, where are you?
Oh, okay.
So why wouldn't he know? Where's his button? He
You didn't
lost his
notice this,
button.
Aaron. You don't know.
Okay, sorry.
So could I hear where the button was? Wait, I'm just kind of confused because I missed a little
So
bit.
Quilly left. We were all like, where is she? And then Tatsuo used the button and said, Quilly, where are you? But no one answered. And Admis had to get filled in on what I said through the button, meaning he has lost his button.
Not necessarily. They may be just discussing that you are looking for Quilly.
He lost the button and an enemy picked it up and they've been listening in on all of our movements.
Okay. So Quilly's not responding at all.
Correct.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what that really means because it's like, they just kind of confirmed what was said, right?
Well, yeah, but you
It's
should
okay.
ask him where his butt.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah,
if
you-
he's
Sorry,
not
I-
feeling it, he's not feeling it.
So,
It's-
Andrew, you rolled a perception check.
I don't know what
You
I'm.
were the only one that noticed that it's weird that Admus wouldn't have heard it.
Oh, okay.
You're the only one that knows this.
Okay,
right now.
okay, sorry. Now I understand. So Admus doesn't have his button. Okay, got it. Okay.
Or maybe it's not working. Maybe he had it on a setting and he was embarrassed about it.
Shut up. All right, so I noticed that, and I'm going to look. Do I see his? I don't see. He doesn't have his pin on at all. It's not on a different setting or anything. So,
Nope, he has no button.
okay. So I'm going to mention this to Bijou. How close am I to Bijou right now?
I'm outside.
Okay, I'm going to walk outside and mention this to Bijou.
As soon as you tell me, I just walk past you, bust into the cabin. How long has it been missing?
Are you're talking to Admus, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about? How long has what been missing?
Your button.
You lost your button?
I'm gonna turn to Duran. How long have you been filling him in on what we've been saying?
Duran just kind of gets the like deer in the headlights look, like the embarrassed child. Like I didn't. It's been a few weeks, I guess.
No wonder.
For a few
for
weeks,
God's
you've noticed.
sake.
For a few weeks, you've noticed that Admus cannot hear anything through our magical buttons, and you didn't think to wonder where his button was. And
Admus
you run
stands
a
up and
country?
Admus stands up and says, "What? Hold on. What's the big deal here? I figured, I've got my little buddy right here. I'm always with him. He can fill me in on all the problems.
We've
We're
been
never apart.
communicating confidentially for only the Seven Sons and Dirk and us to know.
Wait.
And someone else could have the button and be listening in.
But wait. Now they don't know that we know. So now we could use it to lure them into a trap.
Yeah, and now we can't use our buttons anymore.
Well, right, but we could at least get one silver lining. We could use it to send a false communication and lure them into a trap.
We don't even know if they have it.
They
They
probably
probably
have it.
do. Someone's been anticipating our movements, and they found out we were staying at Dirk's Tavern. They knew we were coming through the trees because we've all been talking through the button and telling all of our business.
Wait, do they know we're here right now?
Probably.
Well, that probably explains why it fetched such a hefty price.
For God's
I
sake.
am going to take out my dagger, and I'm going to put it right under his chin.
Whoa. All right. This is a very, very, very gentle beard hair here. What can I help you out with? Let's try
You
and
sold-
de-escalate this situation.
You sold Davis's last magical project. The last thing Davis ever did was something to keep us safe and to keep our communications confidential. And you sold it for money. Is that how you honor our friend Davis? I'm going to cut his beard off.
Oh, whoa.
Yes.
That is. Oh, God.
And I'm going to drop it on the ground and just step on it.
Oh, insult. Oh, God.
What the hell is going on here? I don't even know anyone named Davis. What are you doing cutting off? This is my precious
He was
beard.
at Davis's funeral. He was at Davis's funeral.
Oh, right. What are you talking? I didn't know Davis that well. I didn't know he worked on his buttons.
I'm going to. So where is he standing, near a wall, or is he standing in the middle of the room? Like,
I mean, it's a very small room. Pretty much everyone is near a wall.
There's a little room in
I'm
the
gonna.
middle.
I'm gonna walk
open
out,
concept.
and as I walk out over my shoulder, I'm gonna throw one of my flying daggers, and it's gonna stick in the wall right over his head,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna slam the door behind me.
Tatsuo's enjoying
roll
all
that.
Yeah, I
of
was
it.
going to say, that's some deadly accuracy in a room full of people.
Am I rolling for it?
Now, if you kill him, you've
I'm not,
become the
'cause
new
I rolled
Tatsuo.
really well. I rolled a 17 plus 6,
There you
so
go,
that's a
yeah.
23.
And
And then it just like dissipates because it's magic.
then you leave.
Yeah.
I think they were overreacting a bit, don't you? Jiran
No,
just kind of like shrugs.
no, you're an idiot. You're both idiots.
Can I ask him who he sold it to?
I don't know. Can you?
Who did you sell this to?
Sword of Truth
What?
2.
Might as well.
I was just walking around in Soft Hill
Oh,
when I was hanging
God.
out with Jiran, and
It's
Some
probably Kyle and
dwarf.
Vile.
some dwarf approached me and they really liked the button, so I sold it for. I think I bartered them up to about 500 gold pieces for it.
What did this dwarf look like?
Oh, I don't know, a dwarf. He was blonde and dark skinned, and a long beard. Kind of stank a little bit. Very much more tan than a lot of the dwarves I've seen.
An evil sea dwarf.
He's a sea dwarf. Did he smell like
What's-
salt
what's-
water and sailors?
Fish guts.
I suppose he did smell a little bit salty.
Stupid idiot.
Ugh, you've endangered us all, you fool. And I I just tell him nice beard, and I walk out towards the direction Bijou went.
Well,
It's
now
still longer than yours.
No, it's how much did she cut off? I want to know.
well,
As
yours
close
is
to the chin as I
burned
could,
off.
like preferably drawing a little blood.
Ha! At least mine's neat and tidy and symmetrical. And then I slam the door, and I go talk to Bijou and I tell her what he told me. Bijou,
Tell
I think.
them.
Sorry, but tell them. Bijou, I think he sold it to one of the sea dwarfs.
Of course he did. Of course he did. And Bijou's just going to start crying.
But now we can use it for one last trap.
Did you
I'm
go?
so angry. I feel that these really special chosen people have very few talents to actually make it worth it. And I don't know if I can do this anymore. I'm ready to walk away. I feel like we walk one step forward and fall 2 steps back. And I feel like I don't know where Quilly is. She won't answer. She might be dead.
Probably.
So then it's over. Like, we only have
No.
6 sons.
She
so-
might be in a prison. They might
You're
be
not
luring
there.
us
You're not
into
there.
a trap. Oh,
Did
right.
you come outside too?
No.
No, but Harry and Perrin feel very uncomfortable.
Harry, Harry,
Yeah,
Admus sold his button. Did you hear this?
he did.
He sold his button to a sea dwarf, and they've been listening in for like weeks. And Jiran knew he's been missing his button for weeks and didn't tell anyone.
I mean, I haven't used mine a lot myself, so I don't.
No, but Jiran has been filling in Admus because Admus is like, I can't hear what's going on. Tell me. Because he hasn't had his button.
Well, that's nice of him. I mean, at least he's still getting in the loop.
Bijou, we can still turn this to our advantage. We can. We've got to get this button back or destroy it or something. Because now, I mean, what about those stones that you found? Did you find out anything about those? Do you know where those came from?
Yeah, they're probably similar, but there's only 2 of them, and I don't even know who I trust. I feel like we should give it to one of the 7 sons, but turns out they're all dumb, so can't do that.
Well, just the half-bearded man. He's pretty stupid. But my brother's
Your brother's pretty stupid too, and I'm not mincing words here. Your brother's an idiot. Your brother knew he hasn't had his button for weeks and said nothing. Your brother is an idiot, and Soft Hill is probably on the brink of collapse because of idiotic leadership.
I was never a friend of your brother either.
I don't know what to say. I just. You know what? Fine. You know what? I'll do this myself. You can just walk away. You insult everybody, and We got to fix this, but insulting everyone's not the answer. And I just walk off into the woods.
Oh, great. Great. Yeah, you walk off alone into the woods, just like Quilly. Don't count on me looking for you. Good luck out there. I'm just gonna climb back up on the roof and finish crying.
I'm gonna nudge Perrin and be like, "Hey, you're still hungry, right?"
Yeah. Did you hear what they say how much they sold this button for?
I was kind of thinking the same thing, but I don't really know what to do with money anyway. So
Well, yeah, I'd be down with some hash browns.
okay, well, you go ahead and go inside and start a fire.
Oh, okay. That's some good hospitality. That's fine. I'll go work.
Okay, look, you know what? I'm giving you the potatoes, all right, and I'm gonna cut them up for you. The least you can do is start that fire and ask around to see if anyone saw when Quilly went, because apparently she's missing. I overheard that in this discussion.
All right. Cool, man. I'll go work on that. Bro.
You're just like your brother.
Don't remind me.
You didn't even know him.
I did. We were best friends, and then I sold him out to some city guards. It's a long story.
Oh wow, no, I don't like that. Go start the fire. I'm gonna keep a distant eye on Andrew Reeve, sorry. Just a light distance, like 20 or so feet. Just casually walking behind him.
I'm gonna. Which way did we think Quilly went?
We don't know. No idea.
She didn't leave tracks because she's a wood elf, and she's really good at moving without leaving a trail. This is like her dominion.
I see.
Tatsuo, everyone who's in the cabin, you hear kind of like a thud on the roof.
Perception check.
Okay.
I won't
It
object.
definitely came from the roof.
Well, yeah, but like, okay. Well, Tatsuo is like, what was that? And then she looks for it. She
I don't know.
runs
It
out.
sounded like something just landed on the roof.
Tatsuo runs outside to look at the roof.
It's me.
And you see, oh, you were on the roof? I thought you said you walked off into the woods.
No, I went back up on the roof.
Oh, all right. Well, then you also see
2-1.
Quilly land on the roof from a tree.
Okay, I'm gonna grab her by the collar, put her up against the chimney. Where were
Strength check?
you? Where were you?
That's why you asked if there was a chimney.
Just wanted to slam people against it. Well, it's a very old chimney, okay? Let's not. Ugh.
Where were you?
I will gladly answer any questions you have, but please unhand me.
Do you understand what has happened? I'm gonna let her go, but if she starts to like move away, I'm gonna grab her.
She bolt. No, just kidding.
I punch her. No, I'm just kidding. Did you know that Admus sold his button that we all use to communicate privately? He sold it exactly to the enemy, and they've had it for weeks. And that's why Dirk has lost his whole livelihood and his whole tavern. And that's why they were ready for us here. Did you know that? Duran has known that for several weeks and didn't say anything.
Well, that explains the ambush. That's not good news at all.
No, these are useless. Unless we just want to misdirect, but that's only going to work maybe once, maybe twice.
To answer your previous question, I went to check on my family, and I did not want to bring anyone because I did not want to involve what I assume you have now discovered are just a band of misfits who can't seem to do anything. So I just I wanted to check on them, and had to bury my mother, and I just needed some alone time.
I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could have prevented it. I've been doing everything I can to prevent more things like this from happening, but we couldn't prevent this. I understand that you went off, and I understand why you don't want to bring them with you. That was perfectly viable. I trust that you know your way around this place because you've been moving alone around this place for quite a while. All you could have done was just tell me, and I could have kept a secret. But the bottom line is, if the world is at stake and the 7 of you are what the world is counting on, you don't belong to yourself anymore. You belong to each other. And if you make the decision to sacrifice yourself, you're taking a decision to survive away from everyone else. Do you see what I mean?
It was an error in judgment, and I typically don't allow my emotions to cloud my judgment, but it won't happen again.
Well, you've been through a lot, and I understand. And I'm sorry that I was angry. I'm gonna straighten out her collar a little bit.
Little pat on the back. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, the city is pretty much destroyed. I was able to touch base with a few elves who let me know that all the survivors have fled to Eastwood to seek shelter with the humans there. Hopefully they'll be able to help with... I know that most of the population that still resides in Eastwood is aging and not really able to defend themselves. So I'm hoping that it will be a bit of a mutual benefit. They can seek shelter and help keep that area alive. But I think that Westwood is fallen and it's no more.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Well, since my home is gone now, I am even more dedicated, and I would really like to kill everyone who did this.
You and me both.
Tatsuo comes out. Well, she's outside, so she's been listening. Hey, remember that cave with the dragon in it?
Yeah.
What if we told the bad guys that we were going to go to that cave, and then they walked into the cave and woke up that big mama ice dragon?
I like that, as long as it wouldn't take them too close to Easton, because I think she just said that the elves have now sought refuge over there.
Well, between that place and the people, there's a whole bunch of dead skeleton voodoo spirits.
Yeah, but do we trust them to be able to get to the cave without passing through the civilization? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the idea a lot.
Where else could we go? We killed the Medusa.
I think we should keep thinking about it. And I think we should wait until we find the best idea. Because I do think it is a really good idea.
We have to think about the biggest.
Yeah.
What was the worst thing that we ran away from?
Probably that dragon.
Yep.
I mean, you're right. But I just don't want to bring them near that village.
Could we go there?
What about the mountains on the way?
Yeah, they're full
where
of
we fought
bullets.
and there was that chimera.
That's true.
That
Could
would
a
give 'em run for
chimera
their
kill
money.
a whole army?
I don't know.
But
That's
it's
pretty
near
scary.
the dragon. Maybe they would run towards it if we got super lucky.
It's possible.
We could say that. Oh, hey, we're gonna go to our
Let's-
super secret base.
Yeah, let's save that.
Full
And
of
when we
money
get the
and
whole group
supplies.
together,
Yeah.
we could do that. I'm gonna jump down from the roof, and I'm gonna open the cabin door. I'm gonna be like, "Found Quilly," and I'm gonna shut it and go back outside.
Harry, you left, right?
Yeah, I'm following Reeve wherever he's going, just to make sure he doesn't get lost or hurt.
I walk around, and is there any like stumps or like logs that have fallen down at all?
Oh yeah,
forest?
it's a old forest.
All right. Well,
Are you going to go punch dance out your rage?
no, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sit on the. I'm gonna sit on the log, and I'm gonna start. Like I'm gonna use like a flint to start like a small little fire, like just a small one, like nothing like that's gonna last long, and char the point of a stick. And I'm gonna take a piece of parchment out of my bag and start scribbling on it.
You have parchment, but you didn't have a quill or anything.
No, I left the rest of it. It's just like a spare piece of paper I had in my my pocket, and the rest of my stuff's inside.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And
What do you?
I'm just going to scribble on a piece of paper. I'm just going to sit there for like a couple minutes and just scribble.
Harry, are you watching him?
Oh yeah, I'm very curious. I'm not going to interrupt this.
Yeah. And like maybe like 10, 15 minutes passes. I look at it. I kind of nod my head, fold it up, and then I put it in my pocket.
Turns
Take a
out
deep
it's a dick
breath.
butt. Oh.
I take a deep breath and I start walking back.
You took 15 minutes?
Maybe more, like 30. Well, it took a while to get out there, but maybe 15, 30 minutes, something like that.
I 100% took a nap. So I'm leaning against a tree. I don't know if you'll see me or not, but
Do I see him on the way back?
Roll a perception check.
9.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, I just walk right back to the cabin.
I take a 2-hour nap, just letting you know.
Jesus.
Hey, my naps.
I was only like 5 minutes away, so it wasn't that far. Like, I just walked around. But I walk into the cabin and I look at everybody and I look at Bijou. Did I see Quilly on the way in?
She's sure.
Is she in the cabin or is she still on the roof?
She's probably still on the roof.
Okay. I saw her and I'm like, and I walk in and I was like, Bijou, Quilly's on the roof.
I was actually just outside the cabin. I haven't gone back in, so.
Oh, you're outside the cabin? I thought you went in. Oh, you went back out.
No, I went in, shouted at them, and slammed the door and came back outside.
Okay, so I point to Bijou and I'm like, Bijou, Quilly's on the roof.
I know. Come on in. I've got to talk to everyone.
All right.
And I'm going to go into the cabin. And I'm going to say, here's the deal. Our buttons are useless. But no one is to sell them until this is over. Because we need to control what is being said over them. And if you keep selling them, we'll have too many people listening in. And the cover will be blown. The rule is, any money you make from selling this button, Davis's last work, you give to Dirk so that he can rebuild his tavern when all of this is over. Admis, how much money did you get for it?
Now, I didn't know this rule when I sold the
How
button, so I
much?
don't.
How much money?
How much?
I'm not in trouble, am I? I swear I didn't know.
I'm gonna throw
was-
a dagger.
It was
if he-
about
if he
25,
argues.
25 gold pieces, and then Jerome elbows him in the side. It was 500 gold pieces.
You owe Dirk over here 500 gold pieces because of your stupidity, Dirk has lost his entire livelihood and possibly legacy. So you pay him. Pay the man now.
Dirk, can
I'm
I?
going to throw another dagger at the wall if he doesn't do it.
All right. I'm going.
And he like takes out a pouch and kind of like shakes a few coins out and then tosses the pouch over to Dirk.
He says, "Oh, Bijou, this is entirely unnecessary.
Take the money.
Okay.
No one is to use the button. In fact, everyone, hand us your buttons. Turn them in now.
I pull mine off and just kind of slap it on a table next to Bijou. I don't hand it directly to her.
Everyone kind of comes in and
Reeve, you can keep your. What are you doing? I trust you.
Well, you said everyone. Okay.
All right, everyone, turn in your buttons.
everyone kind of comes up and drops theirs on the table. Belbrix does it with very obviously trying to not make eye contact with Reeve, and then scurries away.
All right, I will be the new director of communications for the foreseeable future.
The director of communications.
I'm not going to use this unless we have conversations and all agree. But this will at least guarantee that no one else gives away our position.
At this moment, I wake up from my nap and I press my button, realizing that Reeve is gone. And I'm like, Reeve, where are you?
I hear it. And I'm just going to say, Reeve died. Hurry back.
Oh dear. I don't know if I have any left. I don't. I'll start walking back though.
Now they think I'm dead. This
Are
is
you
great.
hurrying or
Huh?
are you hurrying or?
I mean, it's a faster paced walk, yeah, but I don't want to trip on anything on my way back.
So I'm going to be like in the doorway when you come back. He didn't die. I just said that so the people listening would be confused. He's fine. He's right
Oh
inside.
dear.
I made everyone turn in their buttons. No one's allowed to use the buttons anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, here you go.
Thanks.
All
right.
I'm gonna walk over to Belbrix. And I'm gonna pull out the piece of paper in my pocket. And I'm gonna hand it to her. And she can open it up if she wants to.
She kind of glares at you and takes it. And is incredibly unsure, but she opens it up.
It's a very poorly drawn picture of a halfling, and it's supposed to resemble her.
But it's like a stick figure with.
No, but it has like an arrow pointing to her, and it has her name spelled wrong on it. Just pointing to her, and I'm standing next to her with a long beard, like a really, really long beard. And I just tell her, I draw pictures of people I like too.
How long did this take you to draw?
A good 30 minutes or so.
Oh, Mr. Reeve, this took you 30 minutes. I can teach you to draw better than this if you want.
I'm eavesdropping, by the way. I want to get a good look at this.
I just want you to know that, we're all friends here, and it's okay to have feelings about things, and if you want to teach me how to draw, that would be great.
That sounds like fun. Just don't. I guess I draw everyone, so you're not special. I draw pictures of everyone. You're just the first one I started with, so don't. But we can work on some drawings. That sounds like fun.
All right, let's do that sometime.
Maybe not right now though. It seems a little bit serious.
Oh yes.
I don't know if.
I just noticed that you're feeling sad, and I wanted to cheer you up. That's all.
Thanks.
Do I have all the buttons, including Tatsuo's?
Yep.
Sweet. Thank you.
She gives Reeve a hug, and she's like, even though Reeve is really short, she's smaller, so it's just like her head comes up to your chest,
Oh, and I just kind of pat her like this. There.
All right, Quilly kind of speaks up and says, "All right, well, now that we're all together, our business here is done. I think the next plan of action should be, as we talked about at the tavern, to help out Roman's people in the touring and see if we can liberate them or help the city in any way we can."
Now that I think we talked about originally like splitting into groups, but that's impossible now that we can't communicate. So we also wanted to go to Moon Lake.
Right. That's true. I just think that in order to retake Moon Lake, we might need more of an army, and maybe perhaps Romans people can help us with that.
All right.
That's a good point.
That's true. So my struggle is the terrain is a bit difficult. It's a desert, and it's really hard to sneak in a desert.
Well, Harry, do you have a network in touring?
I believe I do.
I think you planted one tree there.
I think I did too. I don't know where the picture is. It's been a hot minute.
Go to photos.
Oh, yeah?
Information in the chat, and then photos.
And what? And what?
Scroll. It's much shorter.
Yeah, no, I know. There's a lot of pictures. Also, I don't remember which group chat I sent it to. Because I can't remember if I sent it just to Jay or...
Anyway.
Yeah. I think it's safe to assume.
All right. Well, let's take the tree to touring and just bust in there with everything we've got, which isn't much. Where's your dragon, Harry? Are they both in the middle space?
Yeah, right now they are. I was actually going to let them out.
Are they both trained?
It's one's a little more trained than the other, but yeah, they're pretty responsive.
How big are they now?
Oh, I think that would be up to Jay. I would say
they're like
the size of a cow, but
young adult dragons.
so a little bigger than a cow.
Yeah, that's a little bigger. Would they be willing to go into battle with us?
Oh, of course they would. They're almost big
They're
enough for me
ice
to ride them.
dragons.
Would you feel comfortable maybe if Roman could ride one? She's really great with aerial attacks and animal training and things like that.
Which one's Roman again?
Roman
She's
speaks up and says, "I do think you owe me for the bats."
All right, okay. You may ride one of them.
She turns to Perrin, who kind of has like a clueless look on his face, and she says, "I lent them 4 bats, and they killed all of them."
We didn't
No.
kill them. We allowed them to be killed or forgotten. It's different. All right. It was a crime of neglect.
The dopey one is still alive somewhere, right?
Byung goes, "Oh, I let that guy go a while ago.
What the heck, Byung Ho?
He was eating all of the food.
He's just a dopey little bat. You couldn't indulge him. He carries your butt around all day.
He every time, like if we didn't feed him, he would just go and like antagonize the children. It was a whole thing. He's better off flying on his own." But we totally didn't kill him, Roman. We did not. We just let him go into the
We
wild.
sent him to
We
your
took
uncle's
him to a farm.
to live out the rest of his days.
He's got plenty of space to run around. All the cats to chase he wants.
Does anybody have any other cool tricks we could take with us to touring? Harry's got 2 dragons and a tree, so what are the rest of us going to contribute?
Oddness kind
I-
of stands up and just like flexes. You're like, I got your weapons right here.
Well, you sure don't have the brain, so at least you've got that.
Just tell me what to hit and I'll hit it.
Tatsu says, my swinging sword of justice.
You named it. I like it.
Hey, Reeve, can you still summon a steed?
You mean this one? And I do like a like I can't whistle, but I whistle with my pinkies. And Alexi,
Roll a d20.
oh god, I rolled a 3.
Roll for whistle.
You
A
success.
turkey pops up.
Oh. Alexi,
That's not a steed. You can't ride
can
that.
I do it again?
What
Why do
person's
I need to
small
roll
enough to
for
ride
it?
that?
I've always just been able to cast it.
Because it was funny.
All right, whatever. DM's stupid.
Is it a big turkey that is rideable?
Can I ride the turkey?
Of course.
Yeah, the dwarves would definitely be able to ride.
I mean, turkeys
Anyone
are
dwarf
pretty
size or
aggressive.
below.
They have these big spurs on their legs and everything. All right.
Yeah, almost the national bird of the United States.
Well, I thought it was, or is it like the? Anyway.
The bald eagle is.
Well, no, there's like a different. I forget. Never mind.
D&D.
So yeah, it's kind of aggressive. It kind of jabs at me a little bit. I dodge it though.
Got 2 dragons and a turkey.
An aggressive.
And then this bird that Reeve summoned. Well, I don't really have much in the way of a plan because I don't know the terrain. I don't know what's there. I don't know how many people are going to be there. Or even if the tree is still there. So I guess we should just go and wing it, right?
Might as well.
We've been winging it so far the past few days. Might as well.
All right. Let's go.
Let's do it. And
Taco.
all right, everyone goes into the trees.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm going to have everyone stay back for a second. And I alone am going into Turing.
Why?
Because we don't know what's on the other side, and we don't need to have another fiasco.
But what if you die?
I'm literally stepping in, stepping out. Or stepping out and stepping in, depending on which way you want to look at it.
All right, you see it's the middle of the night and there's nothing going on.
It's nice and quiet.
Yep.
Perception check. I would like to investigate for a brief moment, or you're just going to give that to me that it's barren and there's nothing going on.
So you're like relatively far from the small village of huts, but you can see it because there's really nothing. Like it's just a totally flat landscape. You see some like fires and things like that. Not that the huts are on fire, but that there's people there.
In the town. It's okay. That's fine. I'll go back and let everyone know that it seems to be clear. All right, gang. Let's head on out. It's pretty dark over there. Let's keep our voices down and let's go ahead and head to Turning.
Are there any like huts left or buildings?
Oh yeah,
or-
there's some activity down there. There's you can see some fire. Don't know who's doing it, but we're a good distance out.
Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna put up my hood, my sneaky hood.
All right.
When I come back out, I am letting out Timothy and Sean because they need some fresh air.
All right. So everyone kind of like piles out as quietly as possible of the tree. Roman turns to Harry and says,
which one's for me to ride?
Oh, you get Sean. Oh yeah, come on over.
Is he the less trained one?
Yes, he actually is.
She'll be fine.
I think she'll be okay.
What do they eat? Do you have any like treats or anything to so I can befriend it?
Look, I'm a little shy on goat right now.
Oh, no problem. She reaches in her bag.
Fantastic. Yes, they do enjoy
I always
goat.
carry some goat jerky just in case.
Brilliant, brilliant. Come over here, and if you tickle under his chin as you dangle it in front of him, he'll melt. Okay. Oh, Sean.
She immediately builds her rapport with Sean, and he kind of like bends down and lets her climb on, and she takes off into the sky.
I'll hop on Timothy to stay close.
All right. Before you take off, Quilly comes in, like puts an arm on you, a hand on you, and she says, "Harry, just be safe, and we'll talk after this."
Of course.
All right. And she lets go, and Timothy takes off. All right, what's the plan here, guys?
I don't know.
So I see. Do I see like huts and fires and stuff?
Yep, you see that there are huts off in the distance. You see glows from like fires and activity, and but you can't. You're too far away to tell,
But
who or what.
you do have dark
All
vision,
right.
so got
Yes.
that going for you.
I'm going to do some scouting ahead. So, like, travel, like, a ways behind me. And don't go unless I wave you to come closer.
You talking to everyone?
Yeah. Well, not you, because you're
Yeah,
on your
we're
dragon.
flying high.
Yeah.
That sounds wonderful. Get a plan of attack, of an idea of where the enemies are. I like it.
All right. So, yeah, I guess I'll sneak ahead of everyone. And just as we get closer, I'll sort of, like, move in increments and scope it out, and then let them catch up, and then scope out more and let them catch up until we get close enough to see until I get close enough to see what's going on.
All right, roll a stealth check.
Advantage +1. Oh, it's really bad. I rolled a 4 and a 3, but hold on, let me add my modifiers.
It's still a 4 and a 3.
That's gonna be a 15. No, sorry, 16.
Shit.
16.
All right. You're able to get relatively close. You do notice that everyone kind of walking around, like there's not a ton of activity, but there are like some people milling about around the huts, and they're all halflings that you see. You even notice that there's a few like people from time to time. They'll be leading some gnomes like in cuffs between huts, or like to cages around the kind of like center of the area. And you also notice that there's a big tiger that's escorting some of the halflings around.
Right, a tiger? Like, just a tiger is escorting them, or someone guiding the tiger?
I mean, they're like, it's like on a lead.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a tiger-looking person. Okay. So when I see that, I'm gonna go back to the group and I'm gonna let them know that. All right. So the gnomes are being held in like these cages, these buildings that are like secure in the middle, and if we can free them and give them some weapons, they can help us overtake the rest. What do you think?
Yes.
I think it's a great idea.
Okay. Did I see any like important looking building that was like heavily guarded that wasn't like where they were taking prisoners, but like something else where like a head honcho would be?
Oh yeah, there was the bigger hut that you guys kind of met where the chief of the gnomes was. There's definitely like a heavier guard around that one.
Okay. Tatsuo,
Yes.
as soon as we free the prisoners, could you and Byung-ho and Admus lead a group of them to attack whoever's the head person in that bigger building, and I'm going to point it out.
Yep.
All right. And then the rest of us will cover
Sounds fine.
and hold the rest of them off. Anyone have any input? I'm going to look up at the sky to see if, like, Harry or Roman are, like, watching or able to see us at all. And I don't think I'd be able to see that, but I'm just going to, like, point towards the building where the prisoners are being held. No, sorry, I'm going to point towards the big building where the head person would be. Because I don't want them to attack the building with all the prisoners. I'm going to point to the building with the head person.
Okay.
And just do that. And I'm going to say, all right, let's go. And then I'm going to start sneaking towards the prison.
All right. And we're going to stop here and we will commence this battle next week or in 2 weeks. And we'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Shoulder.
Cat.
Radio.